Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to a brand new stream, a brand new video rather, or a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2018. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. If you're live with me on Twitch, thanks so much for hanging out. I know you guys really enjoyed Sam jumping into the stream and whatnot. We're gonna be here all week, so I'm sure he'll be popping on more. And now that he knows I'm gonna be playing the spread deck, he said he would continue to procrastinate and be back for a little bit. So thank you guys so much for being here. This is the spread deck that I have been trying out a lot on stream. I'm generally a little bit out of ideas for Forbidden Light deck, so I figured, well, the meta has changed, the meta has evolved now with Forbidden Light, so why not give this deck a try again. Now, the cards that you guys can't see here are 3 counter catchers in the list. We're not playing any Guzma, we're playing counter catchers because we will always be behind in the price count, or almost always. So the deck is based around spreading with Tapu Koko. And now that I think about it, maybe one Latios would not be terrible here. However, we are running Mew. So anyways, Tapu Koko's Flying Flip, we're trying to spread damage as much as we can, and then rearranging the damage with Counter Energy and Magical Swap. That should be pretty good. Benches are at an all-time high. However, Parallel City is as well at an all-time high, so that might actually be counterproductive for us, because they can wait until we've spread and then they'll play the parallel against themselves with the blue side on them and remove damage from play. So it's something that we will have to adapt to. We have Mew to copy both the Magical Swap and the Flying Flip, along with being Psychic typing. So we hit Buzzle for weakness. We are running for Choice Bands as well to deal the extra damage now instead of fighting Fury Belts, because Buzzle can just deal so much damage that it's rare for Mew or anything else to survive the hits, so might as well just dish. If you can 2-hit KO a Buzzle with Mew, that's pretty decent, I would say. One across my GX for its Black Ray GX attack, which is like Flying Flip on steroids. We do have an SPNEX to devolve as well. We have that option, or that win condition, open. Thank you so much for hanging out, Kimosabi. We have one Guru with Instruct, its ability to help recover from ends. We have one Lele to find a supporter, and then supporters wise we have 4 Cynthia, 4 N, and 3 Sycamore. Very straightforward. Nothing else aside from those to make sure that the deck runs smoothly with 11 draw supporters. I have not tried Dustmane B-String Turbo deck. I did try Dustmane with Zoroark, but not with B-String, or Gardevoir GX with Diantha. So yeah, I guess I should build those for Wednesday stream or tomorrow's stream. One day I'll dedicate to Expanded for Roanoke, and then another day I will do those 2 decks. Are very good suggestions. Thank you so much, Type Moon. So yeah, we have those supporters. We have 4 Nest Ball, since we don't really need to discard too much. We don't have any evolutions that we can't search for with Ultra Ball. Ultra Balls find us Lele, but that's pretty much the only Pokemon that we would want to play from hand. For Potown to counter the abilities that we are seeing, or the evolutions rather, that we are seeing getting played, such as Malamar, Greninjas, Lycanrocs, etc. Triple Energy Lodo to find the energy that we need for the right time. Triple Field Blower to remove any annoying tool cards, and hopefully they go well with our counter catcher strategy to lock something up and spread more damage. 4 Choice Bands, 2 Float Stones, 1 Rescue Stretcher to recover the Pokemon we might need, and then 4 DC, 4 Counter Energy, which essentially in this deck are like we're playing 8 DCs, and then 2 Fairy Energy just in case we need that extra oomph to be able to Magical Swap. BMN, do I think it's a legit tourney viable deck? Maybe for a League Cup, but definitely not for regionals. It's fun, it's definitely fun. I also love it. I love spreading strategies. However, I'm not sure it would be like, I definitely wouldn't take it to a regional, because in best of 3 your opponent can also learn to adapt, right, for the second or third game if you beat them the first game. So they might not overbench like they might have the first game. They might save their parallels to get rid of their Pokemon that are damaged. So there's a lot of things that they can do. Andrea, thank you so much for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. If only everyone could use their Twitch Prime accounts, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, Rhea. Very kind of you. We are now 7 people away from getting a new emote. We are 7 people away from getting a new emote for the channel. We could get a Samchen emote. We could actually get a Samchen emote. And Polar Evan, thank you so much for the follow. A Samchen emote. I guess there's already one that's similar to Sam.
That's racist.
It's not. Okay. So our opponent using Darkrai sleeves. Are we up against some sort of turbo dark thing? Samchen eating a taco emote. That would be pretty funny as well. Do I think Zoroark Arbidol will be back because of Ultra Grozma? No. The fact that Gardevoir hits Ultra Grozma for weakness is not enough of a reason to make it so that it's favored against that deck. Ultra Necrozma is a Pokemon that can deal a lot of damage, yes. However, Drumpa is going to be so annoying to deal with here. Drumpa is actually going to be so annoying to deal with. So yeah, like setting up a Gardevoir is a stage 2. Setting up a Gardevoir is a stage 2. Whereas Ultra Necrozma is a easily replaced stage 1 basic not a stage 1, it's a basic Pokemon, so it doesn't matter if you're one-hit KOing the Ultra Necrozma with your Gardevoir, they're just gonna one-hit KO right back. So they don't care that you hit them for weakness. So no, I think Zoroark Gardevoir is actually way too slow for the meta right now. Way too slow. Way too slow. Very nice, Lyra Twitch. Congrats on getting the Mew EX Full Art Ultra Rare. Okay, so we see an Ultra Ball discarding DC and Cynthia. We're gonna see Lele for Bridget, I would assume. Yep, there's a Bridget, and so we might be up against Espeon Garb. If that is what we're up against, my opponent... Oh no, it's actually Zoro Garb with the 1 Drumpa. So this is pretty scary simply because Drumpa gets rid of all of our energy. So we're gonna have to constantly be finding DCs and stuff like that to be able to spread. I could end my opponent here. Feel like I should. I want to get closer to other DCs and maybe the fairy energies. The basic fairy energies could be pretty clutch here. As long as he doesn't find Field Lore, that could be pretty good. He will likely have Parallel though. I would have loved to find a Choice Band here to just deal the extra damage to the Drumpa, because 20 damage doesn't really help us at all in any mats. And it's just more damage on board. That's all there is to it. It's more damage on board. So we're hoping my opponent will evolve through the Po Town. That would actually be great for us. That would actually be pretty great for us. And we'll see what else happens here. Drumpa is like a Nautilus, yes. And my opponent gets the Field Lore. Wow, what a hand by my opponent. What a hand. Pretty much the perfect hand to counter us, essentially. He got the Enhanced Hammer for the benched energy. He's gonna use Drumpa for the active energy. So yeah, and we don't have Special Charge either. So, oh well. Here goes nothing. This is gonna be a really tough matchup, no matter what. Probably want to save the Necrozma as a surprise for later, so I'm just gonna grab another Koko. Then I've only played 2 item cards. I'm gonna keep it that way. For now. What kind of sleeves do I usually use? I use there's one fairy. I actually use Ultimate Guard, the matte Ultimate Guard sleeves. Those are the ones that I use for every tournament. You wonder if PTCGO Shuffler is rigged? I don't think it is. I don't think so. It is pretty lucky for my opponent to start with his one Drampa. I hope he takes a knockout here, because that would activate my counter catchers, which would be great. It also activates my counter energy, which I wouldn't mind. And there is some merit to rearranging the damage with Lele here to just knock out this Drampa and get rid of that issue. So we'll see what happens here. Like, I don't need to spread every turn. I just need a lot of damage on board. That's at one point or another. Okay. Did I see that Psychic Lele might be coming out soon? I feel like the French version of Lele had been out for a long time now. I mean, I know there was a picture posted of it, but I'm pretty sure that the French version of the Psychic Lele was out and it was just ruled that it couldn't be used. Okay, I feel like I definitely should use Mew. My opponent just adding more Pokemon that can have damage on them, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and bench this Mew, and I'm gonna see that I'm gonna spread damage again. I'm putting 170 damage on board, which is actually pretty decent. And we're gonna Flying Flip again. And probably again next turn. That turn I missed the Choice Band though, that's pretty big. Red King Pub, do you know how to register for the Mexican regionals? It's gonna be on-site registration, I believe. You just have to fill out a form. But if you follow them on Twitter, I have retweeted them quite a few times. If you follow them on Twitter, or if you search for Pokemon Regional Mexico in Facebook, they have posts where they do show where to send an email to register. Okay, Acerola, that's annoying. Weapon has access to Acerola and also puzzles for Acerolas. So that is definitely very annoying here to deal with. Ugh. He also takes away 130 damage from the board. So we are in a little bit of trouble. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of trouble. Especially because I don't have N here. Okay, now I have N. Now I do have N, and there's a chance my Tapu Koko could survive here. So that's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna Ultra Ball away these two. I have enough item cards that I really don't care about Trash Challenge, honestly. I'm just gonna end my opponent, and probably not even Counter Catcher if I get it. So yeah, I'll just end here. And what place you ended in Mexico? I got top 16. So I got 80 championship points more. My total down here should say 1,125. That's what it should say. And Purple Clave, thank you so much for hosting. Thank you so much. Where is Sam Chen in your dreams? He's in second place, that's where he is. Okay, so I'm gonna thin the nest ball. Not for the Necrozma though. Just gonna grab another Koko. Just trying to thin a little bit here. And then the Counter Catcher is tempting, but he needs another DC no matter what to take a knockout on this Koko. So might as well save that for later. I think I'm just gonna Flying Flip again. Like, there's a point where Espion might actually put in work. I do need to find the stretcher to get it back, but Espion could put in the work. There's now 160, 240, 320, 360 damage on board, which is not a lot, honestly. It's really not a lot. Oh, and he just Tapu Cures. Wow. That's insane. My opponent just hard countering us here pretty badly. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. There's one rainbow. That's one rainbow. So one rainbow gone and one TC. See, this guy is playing rainbow. This guy knows. Okay. So I feel like I still have some chance here. Gonna go ahead and counter catch Zoro, because that also forces him to bench something else down. And I'm gonna, okay, I really would love to, I know, Brenner, no worries. He was here, Sam was here. He was here for a little over an hour. I'm gonna attach a Psychic to Mew, and that way, once my opponent takes a knockout, we will actually, be able to copy Black Ray GX. Which knocks out the Lele and places a lot of damage on the board as well. Probably not enough damage, but we'll see. Like there's an argument to rearrange and set everything up at hopefully 110, 110, and 70. And I should have 100. No, I still don't have enough damage counters for that. Monster Man, thank you so much for following. The list that Fabian played in tours played Rainbow. Yeah, like Fabian played Unit Energy in Brazil, and I told him that why wasn't he playing Rainbow Energy in his post, and he argued that it was for Lycanroc and blah blah, but then he ends up playing Rainbow. So I feel like Rainbow is definitely the way to go. Despite Diancie being a thing, I feel like Rainbow is definitely the way to go for such a deck. Okay. My opponent plays Parallel, but plays it for me, so that's fine. He's gonna trade. You asked him and he likes, well, I mean, you can like Unit more, that still doesn't make it the right play. Okay, so now he's gonna go with the Trash Lunch option. He's gonna Puzzle of Time. I mean, this would be a good turn to Black Ray, I think. This might be a good turn to Black Ray. And Onion, thanks so much for the follow. This might be a good time to Black Ray. Oh my gosh, he double puzzles for the Acerola. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one. I don't think we're gonna win this one. Powder Paolo, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, it picks up the Lele as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. We can't deal with so much recovery. That's the biggest issue here. So that's a loss for us against Zoroark, Garbodor. That's a loss right there. Okay, so we're just seeing if this deck is actually decently viable or not. My opponent had Acerola, he had Enhanced Hammer, which he got very early on as well. He started the Drampa, which was also very annoying. Like all of those, and yeah, it's just a rough matchup. And he Tapu Cured as well, which is the right play, right? My opponent played very correctly, very correctly. Now we seem to be up against that. Now we seem to be up against Zoroark Lycanroc or Zoroark Lucario. Okay, so we would like to go first. We would definitely like to go first. And Mew is going to be the starter. My opponent will mulligan twice, which makes us happy, I guess. We'll definitely take those mulligans. We're gonna start with a double nest ball. We're gonna counter energy something. Tama Drummer. I mean, all I'm doing, it's not necessarily a testing journal. It's a game journal. Yeah, so every single game I'm adding to a list, no matter how good or bad the game was. I'm just adding every single game. That was just my goal. My goal was to keep track of every game of Pokemon that I played in 2018, and so far, I think I'm managing, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, in terms of the quality, definitely there are some games that should count, others that shouldn't. That's where the comments come in, but I'm just taking note of every single game. I'm just taking note of every single game. Yeah, guys, I might have to take something to my girlfriend at school, so maybe Sam will want to pick up the stream. Otherwise, this might be the last game of the day. But we'll definitely be back tomorrow, and tomorrow it'll likely be expanded. Yeah, tomorrow it'll likely be expanded for those people who are going to Roanoke. It hurts your soul when you see people rifle valuable cards. Yeah, I mean, some people are in it just to play, right? Value isn't that big of a deal. And yeah, Ocean, badges are live indeed. the cool Tablemon thingy. And I'm gonna be doing different colors for the Tablemon. And there's a wonder tag for a Bridget. Okay, I've been thinking really thoroughly what to get, or he was checking his price cards. I mean, our deck is a lot more straightforward for sure. If you're Bridget's, that's fine by me. That is generally fine by me. It's just more targets so that we can spread. It's just more and more targets that we can spread. We get damage onto them. If this is Lucario or Lycanroc, he shouldn't have a way to Tapu Cure, which is gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a very, very big deal. And yeah, double Zorua, and it is Lycanroc confirmed now. And we're definitely gonna energy Lodo here. We get the DC. Any energy would have been good, but DC is definitely the best one to get. I'm gonna go ahead and spread with a Koko. This is where Fighting Fury Belt would come in handy for sure. I don't think I need to play anything else though. I'm just gonna Flying Flip. Yeah, some people take more care about their cards than others, but I mean, it's fine, right? Okay, so we see an immediate replacement of the stadium, and not towards himself. I guess paralleling yourself means you cannot one-hit KO Koko. One heads for the Zoroark. One heads for the Zoroark, that's fine. My opponent still needs the DC, and he might be debating on whether to end us or not. Might be debating on whether to end us or not. What did I end up playing for Toronto? I ended up playing Buzzrock. Good old boring Buzzrock. And I went I went 6-3 to finish in top 64 in Toronto. We see another Zork, discarding a puzzle piece and another Ultra Ball. So 3 Ultra Balls gone. And then we see an N. I guess my opponent was hesitant to end us. But it's fine. We get a Choice Band. My opponent needed a basic and a DCE to get the knockout here. If we get another spread, that's gonna be pretty cool. There's only so many Acerolas that I can play. And we see another Zoroark yet again. So triple Zoroark on turn 2 is always nice. I definitely don't get that often enough, but seems like a lot of my opponents do, so good for them. We're gonna see an Ultra Ball, probably for the 6th basic, and then he's gonna TC and he's gonna take the knockout. So my opponent got there. My opponent definitely got there. There's the Zorua. And we're gonna see the TC for sure. No way he doesn't have a TC. Yep. Every time we have to play to the worst case scenario. And Creeping Fruit, there is a Samchen nearby, but he's working on his sponsored job. So it looks like you guys will have to see Samchen until tomorrow. Okay, so top decking the counter catcher is pretty nice. Sudowoodo with Roadblock in this deck actually sounds like a very good idea, Pat. Rudowoodo, like Rudowoodo. Both Sudowoodos actually sound like pretty good ideas in this. After playing a special event, do you feel Spread has a chance to be good? It might be good against Malamar, honestly, but they do have a high parallel count. Not entirely sure. It could be good, but not sure how good. Okay, so I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna whiff the Energy Lodo. I feel like I'm gonna counter catcher the Rockruff. It is less damage because of the choice band, though. There's a chance my opponent just whiffs here. And no, yeah, my opponent found his parallel, and we don't have a replacement. We don't find an energy, and we don't have a replacement. A replacement stadium, so a lot of things going wrong here. And yeah, we could raid Omnipoke after this game. We can definitely do that. And on Thursday we're gonna be doing a special birthday stream, guys, and I feel like on that day I'm probably gonna try to give out as many things as possible, like code cards and whatnot. So I might do something like I'll give you a code card when we play against each other, and if you beat me you get like a bonus 2 code cards or something like that. We'll see. And yes, Sam is going to Cancun. Which version of Malamar is better? Ultra or regular? Both are good. Both have their strengths and weaknesses. Regular Necrozma is a little bit more streamlined. That might be the better one, simply because of that. And Jimbo, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, yeah, we're having a big argument on shuffling and randomization, and yeah, pile shuffling is not the best way to randomize your deck. Oh my gosh, is he gonna double puzzle for this? No, for the floatstone. Probably floatstone and puzzle piece. There's no way he's just playing Puzzle of Time to rearrange the deck, right? Yeah. Ooh, Lycanroc and... Huh. Lycanroc and strong. That means my opponent will not have double puzzle again. And he played double puzzle before finishing trading. That also makes no sense. That also makes no sense here. There's a 4th Zoroark which we couldn't punish. I mean, Espeon also puts in work here. Like, this is not a bad field to stare at. Espeon also puts in work here. With 2 more spreads. 2 more spreads and Espeon is just gonna wreck my opponent's field. Do you think they'll ever introduce dual type GX cards like Volcanion or Mega Guardi? I mean, maybe they will. It's really hard to tell. But yeah, my opponent not finishing trading before doing all of this. Oh, he picks up the Zoroark. He's gonna immediately bench the Zorua though, I would imagine. Wait, what? By doing that, he's not gonna attack this turn. Now that he did that, he can't attack this turn. And yes, Shadow Lab, Tablemon emotes work on all channels. That's one of the perks of subscribing. The emotes you have can work on all channels, and these are the emotes we have now, and we are 8 people away from Karu, welcome. We are 8 people away from having a new emote. Has anyone found a good list to use Crusher Wake? No, not quite. I don't know why my opponent is taking so long, but he definitely misplayed there. Like, there was no need to Acer Ola his powered up Pokemon. And how did I get into Pokemon Rat King? My opponent might have just left right here. My opponent might have generally just left. We're gonna end him. Will I be playing Spread at Cancun? Probably not. Probably not. We're just trying out the deck to see if it's still good, but probably not going to be playing Spread in Cancun. And then let's spread ourselves, right? We don't want to pitch the SPN because there's a threat of Lycanroc. But I don't know why my opponent... Like, my opponent played the last turn so weirdly. And I feel like he might have just dropped the game because of that. Someone in my league is using Lapras. Yeah, Lapras is pretty decent. Yeah, Crusher Wake, well, it's not ideal. It's not a great card, I don't think. Because having the requirement of having both energy is really bad. That's the biggest issue. And there's a victory. So yeah, my opponent misplayed that really badly. And yeah. That's a win for the Spread deck, although not a very good win, or not a very telling win. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, there's something I have to go do, very important. Something I need to, like an errand I need to run. So I unfortunately will not be able to stream for more time right now. However, I do want to send a big thank you to Sam Chen for stepping into the stream and helping us out today. And then I don't know what's wrong with the bits thing. I need to work on that again. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate all the love, guys, as always. You guys are awesome. I will be seeing you tomorrow for an expanded stream where we will be showcasing some expanded decks for Roanoke, and we're gonna send our love to Omnipoke. So feel free to, I mean, we're gonna, we're gonna actually host Rahul. Rahul is streaming right now, and Omnipoke is gone, so we can host Rahul. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel. If you're watching live on Twitch, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. It was really, really fun. The flea with 4 E's actually. And yeah, I will see some of you guys tomorrow in the stream. Remember, Thursday stream, it's gonna be pretty fun. We'll probably be doing a lot of viewer battles then, so we'll see what happens, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.